Hi guys, this is day number 128 of my 365 Livestream challenge, and yesterday we started project roadmap stage. After we did product strategy, it gave us a lot of resources for scoping out the functionality, the technical side of our product, and now we're ready for that project roadmap step. And I realized after Livestream that I missed to introduce why we need that step before going to the last step, software blueprint. So basically, project roadmap, this is the main goal for this second day, is that we, with our client on this second day live session, we want to get all the necessary information, brainstorm and dump all the important functionality for the first version of our software that we can reuse in the next step to prepare a detailed plan, estimate specifications, all the necessary inspirations for the design stage. This stage gives us all the necessary information for the development and design teams to estimate, to plan, to build, launch the software, and to provide the estimates, the budgets, the timeline for the MVP version development. So, and yesterday we started with user permissions, and today we are going to the most important and the biggest step in whole project roadmap stage, which is full scope row nodes. So basically what we are doing on this step, I'm again switching to so what we want to get out of this step basically is to get the final requirements in the format of user story. This user story as a user role, I want to do this so I can achieve this goal, and this is the format we provide to our clients. We have this title, criteria for that, criterions for that, criteria for this user story, and we have a bunch of these user stories for every project. For example, for this one we had like around 73 pages of user story specifications that we reuse for the estimation with our development team and for the development with developers during the development itself, breaking down into smaller pieces during the implementation sprints. So basically here we but this is the last step in user specifications. But before we can get this, sorry for the noise, I'm in a cafe today, but to get these kind of specifications we need to do first thing on live session to get the full dump in a format of row nodes. This is basically like bullet list items with nested list of a lot of functionality scoping out. Then when strategies on our workshop, like me or someone on our team, will put together a detailed plan, detailed explanations in different formats. So basically this is how it looks like. So after we figure out the users, the roles, we have this list of functionality broken down by onboarding. We just copy it from the product strategy day, referral from product strategy, retention from product strategy, and then we just randomly start dumping it here for different roles, what kind of functionality we need. For this role we need that functionality. For dashboard homepage we need that one. For activity schedule we need homepage with main listing, category location based, activity details page, provider profile page, list of providers. Do we need this question? Still left the question mark. Then we have this contact provider button, this important thing here. Then we want wish list function, chat message function online. We want social component with a friends list. That friends list will have add invite function, manage list friends functionality. If I invite, I'm getting this email. So we basically putting here all the necessary functions nodes. Again, make sure that you don't need to be a super structure here. You just random process. Sometimes when you do something new, you realize something new, get back to the previous thing and just adding more things here to this one, just filling this like that. You need to be fast with that. Just dump everything that all that hops like pops up in the mind of your client or in your team's minds and putting here. We are actually doing this with 2 or 3 people on our team, and some of our members are doing my calendar feature notes at the same time with the same document in Google Doc. You can like collaborate. The other team member is doing notes for the other one, and it's a pretty quick one, but we are dumping basically everything. We also try to kind of differentiate what we are going to do now as a part of MVP version and what we are going to do in the future, like ideal, so we have the kind of understanding how to do the base code base in such a format so it will provide us ability to scale later to that new kind of functionality, the end result. And it might look like pretty random process. There's really pretty freestyle, but to give you a bit of like the one small secret, actually the putting together effective quick row nodes, full scope for that. you need to have a lot of experience with different apps, and that's that the person that leading this needs to be like experienced, so we don't skip important things at the end, right? But there's a little secret that I will share with you right now, and it will help you a lot, even if you are doing this for the first time as your first software. You need to start with the most important core business process that is covered by your software from start till the end. And if you do this correctly, all the other things won't matter, like small things like settings, billings, login functions, reset password. Most first-time software founders are doing this big mistake. They are starting and putting all their energy into login function, account, settings, how to onboard user. But this is the least important thing for now. So you just need to outline the core strategy, the core functionality. And you would probably agree with me that any kind of software has 1, 2, or maximum 3 core functions. All other things is just trash, it's just extra, and it might live pretty fine, be successful without this extra. So when you do the MVP, you just need to focus on the main one or maximum 3 functions, and that's why when you're doing this row scope nodes, start with that one flow. For example, we had laboratory with a software mobile app for courier that is bringing some specimen from hospital to laboratory, and what kind of functionality we will start dumping for that software. Of course, we just started with a nurse giving this specimen to courier taking specimen using mobile app and delivering to the laboratory, and this was the main core process, and we just focused on this process for 3 hours, and during the last 4 hours of our second day we just finalized all the other functions because they were minor. If we just make some mistakes there that also miss something important, it's not that important in general, but we wanted to put together proper main core functionality for that software. Okay, so this is how it works. One small secret: just start with the most important functionality and just cover it from the very beginning till the very end. That will be the successful for that project. This is a little secret. So yeah, this step is not easy to do. You can scope out. If you're doing this for the first time, you'll probably miss a lot of things. So having somebody like our team sitting in front of the computer together with you will help you a lot. We are basically dumping this like 70% ready for our clients, even without clients, because we understand that there's 3 types of software products, online marketplaces and social networks, and all the other application you will ever come up with, it's falling down within these categories, and we developed 200 of these, and basically 70% of the functionality of your idea we already know what will go there, so we don't even need your input. But then there's some small bells and whistles that we need your input as a founder, because you know your audience the best. So this step is pretty freestyle, but there's a couple tips we are providing to our clients to make this more accurate and make sure we don't skip any important things. This is the step. With this one, tomorrow we'll go to the non-functional requirements, because full scope row knows we are thinking about users and their functions, what they're going to use. Tomorrow I will tell you what are non-functional requirements, like internal things, something underneath the front-end functionality that's also important to go through with your client, with for your project, with your team, and I will show you tomorrow. For today it's all. It was pretty long because full scope row nodes is the biggest step in the project roadmap stage. I hope that was useful. I'm pretty sure you will have a lot of questions to this step of a project roadmap stage. If you have these, please comment below this video, and remember, people need your software